Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. All right, so shall I start off with a little tiny collective to start off with? Or do I start right in with the super chat, super stickers for the overall open table? How do you guys want to do this? I'm here for you guys. This is why I open the table, because I tend to keep my collective separate. So all of those that have been wanting a reading, and if Roxanne is here, I'm not sure if she is. If you're listening, sorry, I did get your message, but I was a bit busy today. So I did not get to you, but I will be getting to you very soon, probably in the next day or two. We're going to sit, we're going to have a nice reading. Okay? Hope you're all having a good day for Wednesday. Happy belated Cinco de Mayo. Somebody's got to make a decision. There's definitely decisions to be made. There we go. There's leftover in the box. This one's kind of popping. There's history, happened in the past, repeated patterns. So there's definitely something here about making a decision about a repeated pattern, or maybe not repeating a pattern. Wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave. Everything is uncertain at this time. Very well could be the situation that you're dealing with, collective. We got the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And we got the Ace of Swords in the top. So I feel that there's some sort of deception happening here somewhere along the lines. Thank you, Nico. I can throw you a couple cards, my dear. I have the Mystic Black Rose. I have the Spirit Animal Speak. Or I have the regular tarot here. Which one would you like? Spirit Animals. It's an oracle. Mystic Black Rose, which is a little bit more karmic. And then the Stained Glass Tarot. Six of Cups in the reverse. And it came out. What's the message for Nico? I'll grab some from a little bit of everything. How about that? So far, did you by any chance get cut off? Or did you cut somebody off? You went ghost on somebody wanting to move forward? No? Okay. Somebody very well could be testing your patience. But you are protected during some sort of harshness. This may be in the future. This could be, because we have the Six of Cups here in the reverse. So this very well could be sometime in the future. You may be cutting somebody off. They're going to question as to why it was so harsh. Somebody's not wanting the answers. You could be being deceived at this time. And there's something here. The call is coming from inside the house. I don't know what that means. Okay. But something here about you not wanting to have a conversation with a particular individual, or somebody might not want to have a conversation with you. You may have blocked this person. You may have moved forward from this person, or you are going to be moving forward from this person. You're leaving the past behind you. With this armadillo, it's really telling me you have a very thick skin. You know how to create boundaries. You know how to call your energy back. You don't let everything bother you. You kind of let it roll off your back to some degree. Somebody very well could be holding you back. But whatever you got coming in for you, it is divinely protected, and you're being told to move forward anyway. Don't allow outside opinions to deter you from moving in the direction that you feel compassion about, or that you feel compelled to move in. Okay? Somebody's not taking your somebody's not taking your inspiration into account regarding this endeavor, whatever this might be for you. You're ultimately going to be choosing yourself. This could be a relationship that you're in. There's definitely something here about somebody being manipulative, emotionally manipulative. And there's a King of Cups coming in to give you a love offer too, as well. So this could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that you're dealing with, or that you're having to come in. Somebody's coming in to give you a love offer. But ultimately, you're going to choose yourself. This is somebody you're not expecting a call from. Okay. Sorry, Roxanne, I didn't get to you earlier. I was kind of busy, but we will get together within the next day or two, okay? Or quite possibly later on tonight, depending on the timing. Does any of this vibe with you, Nico? Welcome in, Julie. Welcome in, Virginia. Kitty. Roxy. Clownfish is in the house. Welcome in, bud. Hope you are well. All right, collective. So the table is open. Any donations tonight? It very well could be $1 a card, but any donations will get you a message. Okay, well, just something's telling me 6 weeks. You're going to get some sort of sign within 6 days, though. It's significant. So if you get any synchronicities or signs or synchronicities or anything within the next 6 days, I would take them into consideration. Okay? Spirit's also saying protect yourself. Like somebody's ultimately going to come in and play in your face. And I feel that this King of Cups is definitely somebody that is good-natured. They definitely know what they want. And I don't think this is going to be the person, but I feel that this is what you need to be ready for. This is what you need to be clear. Like this person's coming in to give you a decent offer, but there's somebody in the midst of that that's keeping you from that. I don't know if you're single or not, but you definitely have a love offer coming in. They're coming in quick. They're very set in their ways, though. This could be a Pisces. They want to put a ring on it. They're very passionate. So, I don't know. There could very well be somebody that you are with currently right now. Flip it where it needs to go. All right. So the table is open. I don't know, Roxy, if you want to message now. Okay. I'll get you a little bit of everything. But we're still going to hang out. Okay? Just a quick one. Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light. What's the best message for Roxy? Roxanne. While I was making my coffee, I was also channeling a song. I don't know who it's from. But if you don't succeed, pick up yourself and try again. Try again. If you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Try again. Whoever that's from might have something significant for somebody out there. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feminine energy. Somebody could be very well hurt, brokenhearted. Very well could have been a situation where somebody's bitter. Somebody that you very well could be dealing with at this time. Aaliyah, we're both Aquarius. Okay. Now, forget me if I'm wrong. Did Aaliyah pass away? Did she not? Did something happen with her? What's going on with Roxy? I could be thinking somebody else. Right, okay. What's going on with Roxy? Wow. Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords and the Fool with the Magician reversed. Tell me more, Spirit. What about Roxy? What's going on with Roxanne? Yeah. You need to stand on business. We've already had this conversation, Roxy. I'm going to note this as well. Yeah, somebody's trying to keep you from get what's coming in from you. Somebody's being real stupid. Okay, and somebody's not being loyal to you. All right, Roxy. You're not chasing this person as you should not. All right, because you sure as hell don't want you know you don't want anybody playing with your heartstrings. Okay. Um, somebody's literally wanting to play with you. Okay, they just want to have fun. They want to have some risky business, but you're not in this uncontrollable desires energy. They are. Okay. And they are kind of keeping an eye on you. Somebody's obsessed with you, but they're trying not to show it. We have the Fool, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to come in just as you're taking a leap of faith to put you in a Nine of Swords energy. Okay? You're tapped in, you're allowing your divine guidance to guide you forward. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Chariot. So this could very well be a Cancer individual that's manipulating you, not wanting to commit. Queen of Cups in the reverse. And this is why I'm saying mind yourself and get into your higher frequency so that way these imbeciles can't infiltrate um, infiltrate you. I was just picking up on Klaus Schwab. I don't know why. But infiltrate the cabinet. Whatever that means. But it's like somebody was wanting to control you, is what I'm picking up on. They think that they know better than you. Maybe they have the same kind of mentality as Klaus Schwab. Maybe there's a situation where they're bald with glasses. Okay. Whatever the case is, be civil, but stand on business because somebody doesn't have your best interest at heart. They just want to come in and be belligerent with you. You may need to call the police on this person. I should hope not. But there's definitely something here about dumping out your cup. Because I do feel that you are pouring into yourself now. And they want to have you up in your Nine of Swords because you are gaining traction now. You're moving forward with compassion. And they don't want that to happen. They don't like the fact that you're moving forward with purpose. They want you bitter. And they don't want to commit to you. They want to emotionally manipulate you. Thank you, Kitty. And yes, I got it. Thank you, JT. Yeah, Leah, she was a good actress. I think she played a couple roles as well. I feel that she was a great musician as well, great singer too. She had a lot of potential. It's a shame she's gone. I hope that helped you there, Roxy. Stay true to yourself. Don't allow people to come in and question you, because it's definitely a thing. Somebody's trying to play in your face, and you deserve better than that. But we've clearly spoken about this. Collective, there's definitely a collective message here where we are closing out cycles and people are tantruming about it. They don't like the fact that we're closing out cycles. They don't like the fact that we are standing on business, the fact that we are pouring into ourselves, and they're out here trying to manipulate us into another cycle. All right, Kitty, let's get at. Let's get it. Spirit, what's the best blessed message for Kitty? The cards are talking for you tonight. There's some things being hidden from you at this time, though. You don't have all the answers, so mind your moments. I'm going to keep my comments to myself. Holy. Okay. So we have exploration. If you have become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. All right. We got the hedgehog with trust. This is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand you or get what you are doing, it is no excuse to curl up and hide. Sure, you may need a little bit of a space right now or a bit of a break, but the world needs your gifts. You are more than worthy. Okay? And spirituality, the hawk, could very well be significant. Fly above and beyond your day to day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quietening the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take messages from your spiritual guides. Okay? So when you're going to work, detach from your home. When you're coming home from work, detach from your work. And in between, take some time out for you, either just to grab a coffee and sit, watching the sunrise or sunset, or just take a half hour to an hour for yourself to just chill the fuck out, turn the phone off, just kind of be in your own space in nature. Even if you have to pull off into a park and just chill, relax, decompress, do this on a daily basis. At least I want you to do this at least 4 times a week, if not every day. Okay? That's your homework. Come back to me after a week and let me know how it feels. What has progressed? What has changed for you? Okay? Somebody wants you losing faith in yourself. They don't want you having hope. They don't want your wishes coming true. Okay? We also have transition, the frog, and it's in reverse. So somebody does not want this transition to happen. They're kicking and screaming. Okay? You're cutting out third party influences. All right? There's definitely something happening where you're not getting the full story, and it's because there's third parties involved. We have the lust card coming out in the reverse as well. So you're kind of coming out of this lustful energy, like you need to have somebody to feel complete. You're not in this energy anymore. You're more or less getting back to your solitude, which I think is significant. You may have to destroy shit in order to make room for new stuff. Okay. Somebody that you may have ghosted wants to come back into contact, or somebody that may have ghosted you maybe wants to come back in contact. Okay. There's definitely something here about the Empress and the Eight of Swords. So whoever this is that's wanting you trapped up in your head, you need to step into this Empress energy and remember who the hell you are. Okay? We got the World out here. So you are jumping timelines. And we got the Four of Swords as well. So I do feel that you're taking time out for you, and I feel that that's a confirmation right there that you need to take time out for you. Take time out for yourself. Okay? The battle's not over, it's not won yet, but something tells me you're halfway through. Okay? But you are leveling the fuck up. You are ending cycles. This is something to celebrate. Okay? But you have to take initiative with this World card. It's about taking action and moving forward. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They can scream and kick all they want, but you're the lady of the house. You're the woman. You're the empress. So act like it. Don't forget who you are. Okay. It's kind of like you need to be the mother and the mom, not the best friend. If that makes any sense to you. Welcome in, Michael. Oh, by the way, if you do become a member, you do get free messages on my open tables. But you have to come forward with a question or you would like to receive a message. And you have no purchase to make because you are a member. So you do somewhat get free messages. Okay. They're not necessarily free because it's a monthly thing. It's part of your membership. So whenever I have open tables, you get a free message. And basically, by free is no purchase necessary on the open table night. So, Kitty, this is just a lot of reiteration of what we've already spoken about, and I feel this is a confirmation of what's actually going on, and what I've spoken on already, right? So take that into consideration. All right. If you stay in the top third, Mets. Vanessa. If you stay up in the top third, I'm going to do a top 5 message. So whoever stays in the top 5 during this live open table, you will all be getting a message. Thank you again, Nico. Greatly appreciated. So throw your super chats with a question. Throw your super stickers for general message. Any denomination works for me. The spirits will talk through the cards. Marie Phillips is in the house. Welcome in, my dear. Who's Skippy? How did you manage to do that, Marie? Yep, gallivanting again. My goodness. Causing trouble, burning bridges. Your dog. You've left me speechless, Marie. That's a good focus to have, my dear. You'll get through this. This is only just a bump in the road. It's definitely telling you to slow down. Spirit's saying something about you being too damn busy lately. This is a catalyst for change. Much needed change from what I'm getting. For those of you that don't know, I do have an exceptionally good memory, but when I do my readings, when I tap into spirit, spirit tells me the messages to speak on. However, because spirit's speaking through me and through the cards, spirit doesn't allow me to remember every reading that I do. Okay? And spirit's also saying that it's really none of my business to remember. So as far as readings go, I have a very short memory. So if you're asking me about a reading that I did 3 months ago, not a clue. Unless you have a recording of it, unless you have a record of it, I got no I got no recollection of it. The spirit is lovingly sitting on you. Yeah. Telling you to slow down. Kitty, I don't want to get into that right now. Not on the live. That's a little bit too personal. That's something that you can ask me in the inbox. But if your dog is acting funny or acting weird, you can go out and get a baby monitor. I think it's the element that you're too scared to. I think you know what you need to do already, kitty. I don't have to spoon food it to you. You're a big girl. Mr. Josh, welcome in, my friend. Let's see what Spirit's got for you. Getting yourself out of some chaos, are you? What's that? Queen of Wands, your intuition tapped you in about something in particular regarding a rather unsettling situation. You found out some truth that you weren't ready to have. It's rather unsettling by the looks of it, but you're finding a new foundation for yourself by the looks of it. Observing your surroundings and cutting out the chaff from the wheat. It could be in your emotions at this time. Closing out cycles. Recalibrating your heart space. That's just on the cut. Let's see what we got. Spirit, what's the best blessed message for Mr. Josh? Okay, we'll try that again. No cards for you, Josh. There we go. Yeah, they weren't in the right position, that's why. I just spin the deck around. King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck in the reverse. We got the Three of Cups in the right side up. I have the Temperance. We have the Lovers. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's not getting the upper hand because of the lies they spoke on. Emotional manipulation. There's definitely something here that you are protected with all the decisions that you've made. I do feel that the divine is guiding you through this deception. And I don't think this is you not getting the upper hand. I don't think this is you with the King of Cups in the reverse. Kind of picking up on maybe a father figure. I'm also picking up that somebody does not want you living up to your fullest potential. Like you can succeed as far as them, but nothing further. Heaven forbid you actually get somewhere and make them look like they're insignificant. Let's see. Welcome in, Panji. Okay, tell me more. So, I don't know what's going on, but are you dealing with a Sagittarius by chance? Sagittarius, maybe a Gemini? I don't know. Could you be either one of those signs? Something's being eliminated. Eliminated? Okay, illuminated. Somebody wanted you obsessed with them. Maybe this is the King of Cups. Maybe this is you. Somebody was playing around. They wanted you giving into some sort of temptations, uncontrollable desires, your appetite for sexual pleasure. But you're not in this chasing energy. You're just chilling. I do believe that the divine is stagnating you on purpose. Something is going to be revealed to you. This is something that you should not be. It's redirection is your protection kind of situation. Right now is the time to heal. Right now is the time to build on confidence because you've got a lot of deception around you with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay? Somebody does not want you getting the upper hand and they do not want you knowing what you want. Okay? So they could very well be projecting some sort of bullshit onto you. Somebody's not wanting to move on. They don't want these cycles to end for you. And I feel that because you chose yourself, you are protecting and you are nurturing your own endeavors and your own essence of who you are. Somebody's trying to lie to you or get you deceived. And somebody's causing major injustice here. So I feel this stalemate that you're dealing with right now is your protection. Odd sort of way. It is the catalyst to allow you to look at yourself and to see where you've gone wrong, where you need to improve. The divine is definitely illuminating something to you, and you need to open your eyes, and that includes your third one. Let's see. Yeah, somebody's trying to disempower you. Yeah, because you got a lot of passion, and somebody was deteriorating, just taking advantage of you. Your strong will and fiery personality. It's also a symbol of passion and fire. You are being asked to practice self-control and be cautious so that your passion does not lead you into trouble. Okay? What else? Yeah, somebody's coming in with some sort of bad news to disempower you. Okay? Don't take whatever they're saying for gospel. They do not want you reflecting. I think they're going to gaslight you. Because they do not want you exploring new potential, and they do not want you reflecting on the past. So they're trying to distract you with some sort of mayhem of some sort, which you don't deserve this treatment, Josh. Okay? But it's no mystery. You're going to know what's going on. And you're innocent in this. Okay? Whatever the situation is, you're innocent. It's like somebody was deceiving you on purpose because they didn't want to tell you everything. They didn't want to tell you the full story because they did not want you exploring any of the facts. They wanted to keep it a mystery, but you see it for what it is. The proof is in the pudding. It's not what they say, it's the inaction. It's the inaction, and it's the actions that they take, whether it's inaction or action. And it's within their intention is where I was trying to go with it. But somebody not taking action in your regard or not wanting to support you is still taking action. But it's just not taking action in a way of supporting you. Because if they actually cared about you, they'd reach out. If they actually loved you, they would reach out. But under what intention are they reaching out for? Does that make sense, Sir Josh? Hello, Paul. Welcome in, Kina. Don't allow, again, I'm saying this for the third time. I didn't realize this was going to be on repeat. Do not allow outside influences to try to deter you. And you've got somebody lying right to your face. The audacity that they have to try to manipulate you, to get you in this energy of where you're not getting the upper hand and where you don't know what you want. But it's almost given the fact that they're lying to you, gaslighting you, telling you a bad opinion. Like whatever you want to get into as far as an endeavor isn't going to get you anywhere. But their ill intention to keep you distracted will be very evident. And do your due diligence to keep yourself from getting into any type of legal matters. Okay? Don't allow your hunger for pleasure to overtake you. Right now would be a perfect time to focus on your solitude and get back to nature. That would probably be your best endeavor. Because ultimately you deserve better than what you're dealing with right now. So if you can find a way to get out of all this shit and move forward, I would do that. Okay? And don't let anybody tell you different. Because they don't want you to be happy, ultimately. They want you bitter and broken and sad. When you've done a lot of healing, you've empowered yourself, and you're starting to climb out of that hole they dug for you. You're protected. You're entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been holding you back in the past. You could be just tired of the shit. Okay? You could be exhausted. Somebody could have you working and having you run ragged. Maybe it's time to say no and think about yourself. Yeah, because they don't want to let you go. It's okay for you to be an asset for somebody else, but when you want to be an asset for yourself and, take your power back and take back your time, that's when it's a no. You're not allowed to do that. Take back your power, Josh. How about a super chat, Paul? Reaper's in the house. How's it going, buddy? Josh, is there anything you want me to clarify for you? Any questions, or did I pretty well hit on the head of the nail already? Yeah, heal through this emotion, Josh. Yeah. Hold back and heal. The moon and the stars. Continue having hope. Minor brain damage. My goodness. Just pace yourself there, my friend. All right, it's 10 p.m. Let's take a look at the... All right, the top 5. All right, Mez, you are in the top 5. We got Marie Phillips. We got Mez. We got Roxanne. We got Josh and Nico. So Nico, Roxanne, you guys got messages already. So Marie Phillips, Mess, Marie and Mess, if you guys want a message, feel free to pop forward if you're still here. You want a general message, you can throw some hearts in the chat. Otherwise, throw hearts in the chat with your question. With the hearts on the side there, though, it doesn't show up with your name. Sabrina, you're not in the top 5. Sorry. The thing with the top 5 is all you would have to do is be conversating in the chat to build up points. All right, Marie. You want a general message? Hello, Danielle. Yes, you can. Reaper, just hold tight, okay? I already initiated the top 5 message. So I'm going to do these 2 messages here. Well, for Marie anyway. And I'll jump right in for you, okay? Whatever Spirit wants you to know. Okay. Message for Marie, Spirit. What's going on? Message for Marie. I'll take it. So we got the Tower and the Lovers out here. Somebody's debating on whether or not they want to take you out on a coffee date, but they're hemming and hawing. They're on a fence about it. They're hiding the fact that they're masking. They're wearing a mask. Very deceitful. Spirit's going to guide you through this mess. Whatever you do, do not take this person's guidance. Somebody's very guilty. They're not protected. They're trying to take you out of your idea of protection as well. And they're trying to guide you in a certain direction. Don't buy it. They're very deceitful. This could be somebody that's coming in to ask you out on a coffee date. Because they want to cause you a tower, which I think they already caused you a tower. Okay, you need to choose yourself. You need to protect your energy. You need to nurture you for now. Yeah, because everything that you're focused on, everything that you're building right now, they want to take it out. They want to sabotage it. They don't want you to have any fruit. They do not want you to have a harvest. This is a very immature person. This is somebody you could have known from childhood. All their witchcraft is backfired. and they can no longer mask. You see them for who they are, or if they are masking, they will be revealed to you. And they're actually out here trying to question your intuition. They're trying to connect to you in some sort of way, and they've been disconnected. No admittance. Okay? So somebody's coming in. I'm thinking somebody wants to come in and ask you for protection, but this is somebody you cannot help. This is somebody that it's none of your business. Whatever is going on in their life, it's none of your business. They're not going to tell you the truth. This is a very immature person that thinks that they're going to um, try to manipulate you by sending you negativity. They could be out here paying a practitioner, or they could be out here doing some sort of spell work. They can no longer pretend, putting up a front, two-faced, not genuine. And there's definitely something here about trying to tap into who you are and tap into what your intention is. I'm really picking up sabotage with this, but they've been disconnected. Well, fuck, if he's gonna break into your house and cause you a tower, yeah. Cut them out energetically, because I do feel the divine is protecting you by trying to redirect you. But they want to be in within your heart space. So anybody that you have compassion for, anybody that you have some sort of love or um, some sort of emotional connection with, or divine connection, or spiritual connection with, or physical connection with, depending on the situation, they're um, they're under your umbrella of protection, if that makes any sense. So there could very well be people coming in and playing in your face, and to think that they're going to be protected, and they're not going to be protected, because spirit knows their intention. And I think spirit's been telling you to stay the fuck away from them for the longest time, but you haven't listened. So you were playing around with fire, and now you've gotten burned, and now you're having no other choice but to deal with the consequences. You know, you're barely getting out of this by the seat of your pants. So spirit's really coming in and saying, next time we tell you to do something, do it. Okay? Stop questioning your intuition, because you're tapped in, you're protected. But they can only protect you so much. And had you listened, your pelvis wouldn't have been broken. Okay? So there's definitely something here about you having to learn something the hard way, unfortunately. Which I don't like, but it is what it is. Hey, Nico. Did you tap out and come back again? All right, Reaper, it's your turn. Reaper, are you here? Well, Spirit's been telling me that he's been keeping tabs on you, Marie. All right, Reaper. What's going on with the Reaper, Spirit? What's going on with the Reaper? What's the best blessed message for the Reaper? What's coming in for the Reaper? Near future. And Nico, if you want another message, you're on the list. Unless that was just a donation and just showing some love. Somebody wants you to sway your faith. If you're very well could be getting into some sort of a sacred energy where you're kind of moving into more purposeful relationships, you're cutting out this kind of fuckboy energy where you're kind of trying to get more sacred. You're trying to get in a position where you are wanting more valued relationships. Somebody's going to come in to question you on that. You could have been a player for quite a while. Somebody thinks you haven't changed. You're definitely taking the lead in your life again, which I think is beautiful. You've definitely come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong using the power of intentions. Be clear with your purpose and define where you are headed. There's definitely something here about not exploring, and I'm really picking up, even though there's the hippo here, curiosity killed the cat. I'll take that as a confirmation. You're no longer wanting to be a side piece. And be good to yourself. And if you're going to be out here um, playing, make sure that you're not too risky. Because I do feel that there's some sort of disease, partner to partner, unsafe decisions, unprotected sex. So be very careful as to who you are convening with. Spirit saying do not explore that avenue. Okay? Cut your losses. I'm also being told there's people out here actually outright lying to you. They're not going to tell you the truth. So be very careful. And there's something about birth control. They're going to say they're on birth control, but they're not. They're going to say that they can't have children, but they can. So they very well could even try to get you trapped up. And Spirit's speaking on some sort of a close call that you already had. This was supposed to scare you into this sacred energy. I think it did a pretty damn good job, but somebody's coming in to question your faith, questioning what you're hoping for, praying for, wishing for. Okay? Do not take action regarding whatever this situation is because they're not committed to you, they're not committed to the situation. Okay? And they're trying to bring your foundation and turn it on its head. So be very careful with that. This could be somebody that you already know, that you walked away from, that wants to come back in and heal something with you. Welcome in there, Star Seeker and Bruce. This is going to be no surprise to you. Somebody misses your energy. Okay? But they're going to question your new way of looking at things. They're going to question your new perspective. Okay? And they're going to put it on thick. Okay? They're going to play on your emotions. All right? Now, for those of you that don't know, these are not collective messages this evening. This is an open table. These are personal messages. So they very well could vibe with you with your current situation. This does not mean that it's your message. Do not take it for yours. Okay, this is a different night. This is run differently than my collective messages. If you feel that you want to confirm certain things in the chat, you do that on a collective message. Tonight is not the night. And you're basically butting in line and taking over somebody else's reading. Okay, so this is an aspect of minding your manners. It's like somebody's paying for a reading and then you're butting in front of them and saying, oh, well, no, those are my cards. How irritating would that be for you to pay for a reading and then somebody else is, oh, that's my message. That's not their message. That's my message. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be comical about it, but it's very irritating. I'm not going to lie. Okay? So if you want a message, throw me a donation and Spirit will give you a message. Okay? Super chat with a question, super sticker with a general message. I will be doing another top 5 by 10:30. Okay, I did one at 10 p.m. I'm going to do one at 10:30. Yeah, Marie, what I'm thinking is if you haven't changed over your phone, maybe it might be a good thing to do. You could probably keep your number or change your number, but make sure if you have any passwords or whatever tied into your phone number, make sure you take that setting off. Okay? Before you change your number. A lot of people I know of have done that, changed their number, and then they go to change their password and they don't have access to that number anymore, and somebody else is getting their password. So, I think it's usually 6 months to a year before somebody can get the number. It gets put in a database. But anyway, um, is there anything else here for Reaper? Yeah, this person is going to come in and say they've elevated, say they've learned some things, say that they've grown. They haven't. They haven't done any work whatsoever, Reaper. Okay? And meanwhile, you're actually out here doing the work. You're doing a lot of work. You've come a long way. Okay? And because of that, they are jealous and they are envious and they're trying to keep you from stepping into this leadership position. Okay? I don't want to come out and say that your life is in jeopardy, but if this is on its side, they very well could be wanting to sabotage some sort of leadership position. If you're an entrepreneur, they might want to ruin your business. If you're taking a supervisor position, they may screw it over. Okay? So whatever the case may be, protect your energy. All right? Yeah, they want to take you out of balance. What does that sound? That's a good question. I have not a clue. Could be the pipes. Could just be the house. Yeah, that's why Michael's got a good point. I don't tell people how I'm doing. Because if I come out here and say that I'm doing happy and happy and good and everything is peachy, then people try to sabotage it. If I'm out here crying to the moon, then people are happy about it. So I don't say shit anymore. What I am doing is trying to make some money. But yeah, Michael makes a very good point. And where he's changed his number before, and the people that they didn't want to know found out anyway. So, like, I've had my number for the last 15, almost 20 years now. Right? So, welcome in, Renee. And even the number that I do have, people don't call me anyway. So. Thank you, Nico. Are you sure you don't want another message? Renee. Hopefully you're doing all right. Hopefully you're doing okay there, Renee. Hopefully you're doing better than okay. One day, one moment, one breath at a time. Nothing more, nothing less. One day at a time. Try and make some money so that way I can pay my phone bill. Nico, do you want another message? Don't know what to ask? Well, Spirit, what's going on with Nico? What do they need to know right now? Okay, the Fool and the Magician on its side. Tell me more. Nine of Cups. The Seven of Swords. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Anna, I'll put you on the list. Please have patience. Nico, I don't know what this is all about, but there's definitely some sneaky shit going on. Be very careful. I'm picking up the next 3 months. Because you could very well be wanting to move in a new direction. You could very well be waiting on some sort of manifestation, waiting on your wish fulfillment to come forward. But I do feel that you need to be strategic and to not act out of haste and act out of character. I think it would be wise for you to think before you act, because there is some sort of injustice. This is also about, I feel that there's definitely something here. I'm kind of picking up reactive abuse. I always pick up reactive abuse with this Knight of Wands energy. This is ultimately somebody that's trying to manipulate you. So be very careful. Really focus on your focus on you nurturing your stability, nurturing your foundation. Okay? You could be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, and somebody wants to take you out of that. This is an energy that you know you deserve better, and there's somebody here trying to sabotage you and cause you a tower. And it very well could be because you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're headed towards some sort of a Ten of Cups, a happy white picket fence, a happy life. And somebody doesn't like that. Yeah, you have a Ten of Pentacles coming in for you. So be very careful who you are conversating with, talking to, who you are collaborating with, because there's somebody out here not having your best interest at heart. Okay? Somebody's out here wanting to cause you a tower. Can I get some confirmation? Yeah. They're focused on everybody but you. This is somebody that is forbidden, and they want to make it like they're not forbidden, that everything is okay. And all they want to do is humiliate you and clown. They want to degrade you. They want to shame you. They want to humiliate you. Definitely somebody that's coming in. This could actually be this King of Cups that I was speaking about earlier. I was kind of feeling wishy-washy with the King of Cups. So there very well could be a case that they were trying to do something but really not, and they may be playing in your face. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio individual. Okay? Yeah, this is somebody that's not going to make you feel complete. So protect your energy. Yeah. This is somebody you know from the past. Somebody that casted illusions and now they want to talk about it. So protect your energy. All right, Anna. Are you still here? Thank you so much for showing some love there, Nico. Have yourself a good evening, okay? Just got a little bit of a personal message. All right, Spirit, what's going on with Anna? Let's get you some tarot, and then we'll get you some oracle. Best blessed message for Anna regarding with Z ultimately healing or destabilizing? What's going on with Z and Anna? What kind of a dynamic or relationship do they have, Spirit? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Knight of Wands. It's very sexual. Okay? Somebody wants to come in and heal some sort of a betrayal after you walked away from them. It took you absolutely everything for you to walk away from this person, and they came in to try to make it better after breaking your heart. But ultimately, you know you deserve better. And it's whether or not you're actually going to choose yourself or if you are going to move on and choose better later and heal, or are you going to settle? You're not going to like this, but you're lying to yourself. You're pulling the wool over your own eyes. The divine has already spoke to you on this. And the question is, are you going to move on to brighter horizons? Or are you going to settle? Can you ultimately walk away from this? Or are you going to weather the storm? That's the question. And the only one that can make this is you. It's the only one that can answer that question, my dear. Because you are lying to yourself, saying that everything is going to get better over time, have they changed? Have they elevated? Are they honestly pouring back into you? Or are they breadcrumbing you? Do you actually get the crust? Or are they just giving you the crumbs? Or are they giving you the whole loaf? The divine will take you under their wing and guide you through this, but you have to pay attention. You have to listen up. You have to commit to yourself, and you have to commit to your divine purpose. Because you're not stupid out here in these spiritual streets. You understand about spiritual warfare. You understand about psychological warfare. This ain't your first rodeo. But ultimately, you need to stop lying to yourself and see your fullest potential. Let's get you some Oracle. Can I get a confirmation for Anna regarding Z? And I find it very odd that you would sit there and ask me about Z and whether or not this is ultimately healing or destabilizing for him. What about you? Where do you where do you sit in this grand scheme of things? Yeah, forbidden in the reverse and coffee date in the reverse. So this is somebody that you don't want to go on a coffee date with because they're going to play it like This isn't an affair. This isn't a temptation. They're not flirting. They're not giving into pleasure. But they want you to. The thing is, you're out here not being sneaky. You're out here being real. And they out here playing in your face. After you healed all this pain. They're trying to play it out that they're a soulmate, and they're no soulmate. If anything, they're a karmic soulmate. They wouldn't know a soulmate if it kissed them on the cheek. Need I say more? Justice in the reverse. This is not the time or the place. You deserve better, Anna. You are worthy of more. You are worth it. You are enough. You always have been enough. And you should not have to settle for less than what you deserve. You're going through a transition right now. Pace yourself. You do have good news coming in, though. You're blocking out your own intuition. It's either that or you're questioning it. Stop that. Stop it. You are going through a transition. You are coming to a precipice where you're going to have to make decisive action. And remember who the fuck you are. Because you have the strength to get through this. Why? Because you're out here being a whole wild card. Sky's the limit for you. If only you'd believe that for yourself. You can literally have your ultimate dreams come true. But whether or not you're worthy of it, you have to step into that worth. You have to know you're worthy of it. You need to raise that frequency, raise your vibration in order to meet that halfway. The divine will always provide. But you have to take the decisive action to make that happen. And that requires you having self-respect, self-worth, self-love, integrity, focus, clarity, courage, and move forward. Knowing that the divine's got better for you down the line. Stop settling for less. Just because it's a right now and they somehow make you feel complete doesn't mean that that's what's meant for you. Sometimes you need to look at yourself in the mirror and see the truth for what it is. But if you don't choose to do this, you only have yourself to blame. And stop worrying about whether or not something is healing or destabilizing for somebody else. Focus on yourself. Because if you're always going to pour yourself into somebody else and you're not going to feel it, and focus on you, where do you come into the mix? Where are you in this equation? What about your healing? Like, I see you knotted up in a pretzel like figure shape kind of thing that You're not comfortable at all. And you weren't ever made to be a pretzel. I'm really picking up Empress energy with your soul. But you have to believe that. You have to step into that for yourself. Remember who you are, Empress. And stop settling for less. Specifically when you have an absolute, outright, passionate emperor coming in for you. But you have to meet them halfway, and that requires you to do some healing. That requires a couple dark nights of the soul to get through some of the trauma and the abuse that you've had to endure and overcome in the past. You're on the right track, but you're getting distracted along the way. You got to stop getting distracted and trust that the divine will provide for you. You got this. And if that's a picture of you, you are beautiful. You don't deserve the bare minimum. That's funny, Marie. The one thing here, Anna, is I don't sugarcoat. You want sugarcoat? Go eat a donut. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit and serve it on a silver platter for you. That wouldn't be very integral of me. I'm going to tell you the truth. And no, I'm not being kind. I'm being honest. It doesn't pay to be kind. Because people tell you what you want to hear when they're kind. I'm out here spitting gems. I'm out here spitting truth. Because I feel that that's better than being kind. It's being honest. It's a rarity these days. All right. Is there anybody on the list that I have that I maybe missed that's still kicking it with us? Is Ashley in the house? She sent a super chat last night. Super sticker. Is Ashley in the house by chance? And Daniels, if you're still here, big hugs to you, Marie. This is my whole tribe. Throw your super chats in. Michael, Renee, if there's any other members here, with the star beside your name, and you'd like a message, that's priceless, Marie. You know what I would do? I would see about getting a friend or a neighbor to message you and set up a romantic, pseudo romantic situation. Like, outright do some sort of a sting operation. And if he's actually reviewing your messages, to set up a situation where you're going to go for coffee and you're going to have a date and they're going to treat you like a queen, make them all jealous. And he might end up showing up to intercept it, but that's where the cops will be there to, bring him back to jail. Just a thought. Just get them to be real smooth and schmooze it on there. And worst case scenario, you just go for coffee. Like, it's just a coffee date. Even just with your neighbor or somebody down the street or somebody that you know real well. But you'd have to contact them outside of your phone first to initiate something. And hopefully they have cameras too at their place, because it very well could be putting them in jeopardy. Considering you're dealing with an outright asshat. Just a thought. Just a creative idea. Welcome in, Amarillo. All right, let's do one more here. All right, everybody in the top five's got a message. So if I call your name, you can come forward for a message. Bruce and Danielle Marie. And Mestis and Star Seekers. If you are still here, come on forward. Michael, I got you. What is going on with Michael's spirit? What does Michael need to know right now? Thanks again, Josh. Thanks again, Anna and Nico. What's going on with Michael's spirit? The death card at the bottom, the betrayal, 3 of swords, and the tower, 6 of pentacles, the queen of wands, and the 7 of cups reversed. Stop questioning your intuition. Tap the fuck in. Focus on yourself and show some reciprocity. Okay? Somebody's out here wanting you to burn some bridges. They want things ending for you. They want to cause you a tower. There's definitely some sort of betrayal happening. And I feel because you released, because you ended a situation, this could be regarding the last place you were. Because you ended that, because now they want to betray you and cause you a tower. This new place, it seems to be, there seems to be reciprocity. So they want you to burn that bridge, but you're too focused on yourself right now. Yeah, they want you acting at you got a tyrant. You're dealing with a tyrant. Okay? And they want to cost you everything. The 7 of swords in the reverse, when you're getting everything back now. You're finding value. 9 of swords, you're no longer trapped. Okay? You're getting the upper hand over everything that was said about you. And somebody doesn't like that. Thanks for popping in, Marie. Get yourself better again. What's going on with Michael? You need to call your power back, Michael, and stand on business. Yeah, because somebody does not want you getting the upper hand because of the decisions that you've made. You've caused somebody else a tower and they feel betrayed because you're moving forward with compassion and you're gaining some sort of wish fulfillment. And with this wish fulfillment, you got away from their bullshit, from their manipulation, and they don't like it. They don't like the fact that they don't have a punching bag anymore. And they're the one receiving that tower now. What's the scoop with Michael? Michael, you don't meet the height requirement to their roller coaster anymore. Somebody that you cut off, somebody that had you in your emotions, somebody that you want nothing to do with because of their bullshit energy, you were supposed to chase them, but all of that revenge is backfiring in their face now. Everything they did to try to make some sort of a revenge plot for you is backfiring. It's lost a whole bunch of gas. Yeah, listen to your vision. Okay, it's time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you. Opportunities you never dreamed of were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. This is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so impetuous by pacing yourself. The end result will be far more rewarding. So slow down, don't rush, work carefully, methodically, and learn to accept help from others. Somebody's trying to thwart your productivity. And it's not working. It's actually blowing up in their face. Yeah, because you're finding balance. And it's no longer a mystery. You're a lot stronger than you think, Michael. So stand on it. Right? You're no longer their punching bag, which is a beautiful thing. You can finally regulate your nervous system. Thank you, Renee. Hello, Big Irish. Hope you're doing well for yourself. It's been quite a while. Renee, are you looking for a message, my dear? Or are you just showing some love? Okay. Well, love you right back. All right. Is there any more members here that would like a message? Are there any more members watching? I hope Maureen is doing okay. And Nico, if you're watching still, PayPal is in the description box. That's okay, Ethan. Big hugs to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Right? That's the thing. People are so riddled with anger and envy that they try to, they threaten you and they do a whole bunch of bullshit to try to bring you down. They lie on your name, they lie about you. They're very, very deceptive, and you're out here just being honest and truthful, right? You don't have to lie. You don't have to make up a big, huge, stupid story for nothing, right? Because it doesn't set you well. It doesn't prove anything other than the fact that they're a pathological liar, which isn't trustable, right? The thing is about accountability is at least if you're accountable and you're honest, even at least with yourself, that means you can be honest with other people. But if you're out here lying on somebody or lying on their name, lying on whatever and all this shit, it doesn't end up balancing out at all. It ends up creating a big, huge storm for them, for the liars, right? So, what's your question, Amariah? Like, I find it funny. People are out here lying about me, lying about what I'm doing, lying about my situation, misunderstanding me on purpose, trying to start shit, and I'm like totally unbothered. And they're outright threatening me. I'm unbothered. Because they out here thinking that I'm gonna react in some sort of way. When I have done absolutely nothing but be compassionate, being loving, being kind the whole time. And they're out here trying to ruin everything that I'm doing. The thing is I don't have to go to bed feeling guilty. I don't have to go to bed knowing that, you know, I'm honest, I'm accountable, that I have integrity. I've got nothing haunting me. But these people out here threatening me and making a mountain out of a molehill for nothing, they're clearly hating because they're jealous. Because they couldn't even compete where they don't even compare. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. It's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm not going to be out here hating on people. I'm not going to be out here, lying on people to try to gain some sort of ground. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's very immature. I'd sooner tell the truth and be honest than play in somebody's face. All right, so do I have any more super chats? Do I have any more members that would like a message? Super stickers? So one moment, one breath, one step at a time there, my dear. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm also getting a download. Somebody's absolutely infuriated. The fact that you keep going. They're losing their absolute mind. It is actually quite comical. I'm not gonna lie. And you're really not. You're not even doing anything. You're just staying in your own lane, minding your own business. Yet here they are trying to throw roadblocks every which way but loose. And the fact that all these roadblocks they're now tripping over. This is quite comical. Some of these people are getting caught up. Some of these people are getting charged and handcuffed. All because they were totally redundantly devoted on your demise. That energy keeps coming back. Just as the Hood Witch said, this is the fucking find out season. Definitely the find out season. They wanted to fuck around last season, and they've been redundant up until now. If you believe in magic. You don't have to believe in magic when you are the magic. That's awesome, Marie. You know, it kind of reminds me back a little while ago. And, you know, I'm not going to mention names, but I overheard someone talking under their breath. And they were very, very bitter. And they got their dues. And I sat there and watched it happen. It was actually quite comical. It helped me to realize the divine protection is definitely there. It also helped to confirm that anybody speaking ill on my name usually gets it back tenfold. Oh, Spirit saying something about hundredfold. My ancestors aren't playing anymore. There's some people out there witnessing all of this and they're checking themselves now. There's certain people backing out of particular dynamics because they want nothing to do with it. It is what it is. But anyway, collective, I think that's it. That's all for the evening. This is the last call for alcohol, so finish up your whiskey or beer. It's closing time. So move it to the exits, 'cause you can't stay here. Closing time. Da di da di 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 di. Somebody thought they were clever. I'm unstoppable. Da, 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 da. So, love you, collective, my tribe, my supporters. Thank you so much for being a part of this ride. It's been quite the adventure. Thank you so much for showing some love this evening. And yeah, so I guess if you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way you can be good to others, right? One day, one moment, one breath at a time. Nothing more, nothing less. Again, if you'd like a personal message, you know where to get it. Check out the description box. The link section, Hipsy's there. You can go on over. If you're having any issues with the purchase, hit up the Hipsy support and they will help you through the process. I may add a couple different more readings at different other price points, because I did put up my prices there, so I'm going to add in a couple other ones that are maybe mid-price from different price points, so that way if you need a message, then it's there. But you can get a reading at any time. All you got to do is order it. You don't have to wait for me here for the open table, right? So until then, collective, please have a great evening, and I will catch you in the next video. All right? Be good to yourself. And thank you again. Sweet dreams whenever you get there.